Namaste to all. I would like to express my deep gratitude to all the members of World Association for Vedic Studies for giving me a chance to present my paper in 15th International and 26th India Conference 2022. The title of my paper is The System of State Governance in the Vedic Age and its Current Relevance, a study. Ved is the base spiritual resource in India. The Vedas are the source of Hindu culture, the pinnacle of Aryan civilization. The roots of world renowned Indian philosophies are embedded in the Vedas. The etymological meaning of the word Veda is knowledge, but this knowledge is not worldly knowledge. It is the enlightened wisdom revealed in the heart of the Vedic sage. Therefore, the Ved is not merely a literary specimen of the tradition of Aryan culture. In fact, the Veda is the carrier and barrier of ancient Indian culture. Along with spiritual theories, various images of social system of the time have been reflected in the Vedic literature. The Vedic Samhitas give an insight into the contemporary political situation. A study of the four Samhitas provides detailed information about the election of kings, royal duties, cabinet formation, finance, and taxation policies of that period. In this research paper, I would like to discuss the relevance and importance of Vedic governance system in present era. In the 29th chapter of the Atharva Veda, the word Rashtra and Desha are mentioned. The use of the plural in the word state shows that there are many states at the time. However, details about the names and size of the state are unavailable. In the ninth mantra of the ninth sukta of the 29th chapter of the Atharva Veda, it is said, Nakshatra mulka vihitang samantu naha sangno vichara samosantu krityaha sangno nikhata valya samulka desopasarga samuno bhavantu. Here by the word desopasarga, a prayer has been made to protect the country from impending crises, natural calamities, and divine projects. This prayer is equally relevant in this current system of state governance. Now, we will discuss about the system of state governance and the Vedic age and the modern era. The smallest unit of modern state administration is the village. Gram panchayats are formed with a few villages. A block is made up of a number of panchayats and a district is made up of a number of blocks. This same principle was observed in Vedic period also. But with the change of era, the change of name is observed. Even at the time, the village was the smallest unit of the political system. The head of the village was called Gramani. He was duly elected. The Gramani has the right to participate in the election of the king. That's why he was called Rajakrit. Ye Rajano Rajakritaha Suta Gramanyasya ye Upastirna Majham Twang Sarvanino Vitang Yanan. A beast was made up of a number of villages. The head of the beast was called Vishpati. In the Rig Veda, Vishpati was called Purapalaka, Atrava Vishpati Pita Puranam. In modern times, this Vishpati, the head of the Gram Panchayat, is known as Purapita, mayor of the municipality. The state was made up of many Janapadas. Here is slight contrast is seen between the Vedic and the modern state formation. At that time, a Rashtra country was formed with a few Janapadas. Now a state is formed with a few districts and a country is formed with a few states. Although the size of the Janapada was larger than modern district. As a result, there was difficulties in governance and repeated attacks by the foreign enemies. In modern governance, additional measures have been adopted to govern and protect against the foreign attacks. In the Vedic periods, the king was elected through the state election system. In the Rig Veda and the Atharva Veda, there are suktas on election of kings. in the 173rd Sukta of the 10th chapter of Rig Veda, addressing the king as Lord. There Rishi said, O king, I appointed you to the throne, but thou Lord of the town, be thou steadfast, still the people desired thee. May your kingdom not perish. You remain steadfast in the place. Remain still in this place like Indra and hold this kingdom. Almost a similar thought is found in the 4th Sukta of the 3rd chapter of the Atharva Veda. It is said there, Atvanganarastrang sahavarchashodhihi prang vishang pratirekarat tong viraja. In next mantra, it mentions more clearly that the subject coming from the different directions may choose you for the kingdom. Tva visho brinatang rajvayat bami maha pradishaha panchadevihi. By this mantra of the Atharva Veda shows in Vedic period the election process was carried out by consensus. The one who was considered the best by the people in terms of virtue and prajanuranjana was chosen as the king. The election of the king was for 100 years. So it is said in Atharva Veda, Dasami Mugra Sumanaha Vashiha. The coronation of the chosen king is also mentioned in the 9th and 10th chapter of the Yajurveda. In modern time, the election process is done according to public opinion. The person who is elected is addressed as minister rather than king. After the election, he is also crowned with an oath-taking ceremony. However, at the time the king was elected for 1000 years, but now 5 years election are held. The Aitareya Brahman says in this context of taking an oath, Yang cha ratrim aja eham yang cha pretasmi tat ubhayamantare nashtaputam me lokang sukritamayuh prajang brinjitha yadi te drijyamiti. It means, if I commit injustice and treachery against the country and the people, then on the night I was born and on the night I will die. All the good deeds I have done between the two will be lost. I will be deprived of heaven, life, and children. This proves that betraying the subjects and the country was considered as a heinous crime. After the election of the king, those who assisted to the king were known as Rajakrit or Ratnina. In Shatapatha Brahmana, we find the names of 11 Rajakrits like Shenapati, Purahita, Mahishi, Itihasa Lekhaka, Gramani, Ayavayadhikari, Kashadhyaksha, Rajashva Adhikari, Ayavaya Nirikshaka, Aranyapala, Vishishta Vaktabahaka, etc. These 11 people can be called ministers of the king. Similarly, in recent times also, different ministers are appointed to look after different departments. For the convenience of administration, many departments have been divided. Hence, the number of ministers today is more than Vedic period. The names of several kingdoms are found in the Vedic Samhitas, like Janarashtra, Adhirajya, Viprarajya, Samarjarajya, etc. Although the existence of all the states are not seen at present, however, from this we get a clear idea of what was given importance in the state governance of the Vedic period. Now we will discuss about the judiciary system. In the Vedic age, the king was the supreme administrator. What he judged was the last word. But in recent time, the greatest of the administration has been the judiciary. In present time, the judge of the court will take ultimate decision. Not only that, if the litigant was not satisfied with the trial, he can go to a higher court. There was no such way in the Vedic age. Even the king was elected by the people at that time. The monarchy was more important than the republic. But now the republic is more important, which is compatible with the constitution. Here, no person in the administration can supersede the constitution. This carries the message of a sovereign republic. In conclusion, we can say the structure of the state and the system of the state governance has undergone many changes. In the current political context, we see a picture of apathy and degradation of values. Pursuing Vedic state formation cannot be our only aim. We have to follow Vedic political ideals and values for a healthy society and citizen protection. The duty of an ideal king has been beautifully described in Arthashastra. The happiness of the king lies in the happiness of the people. Praja shukhe shukang ragyaha prajanang tu hite hitam natma priyam hitang ragyaha prajanang tu priyam hitam. Namaskar.